everything that you're saying right now.
Are,
Huh?
are you high?
No, I
Okay.
have a device attached to me that is allowing me to hear all the sounds that are coming through my headphones. So
Huh?
talk.
What?
I
Hi,
can
I
hear you.
think
I
sorry.
can.
I
I can
think
hear, or I can feel you talking.
I think those are just
What?
headphones, Ben.
All right, now that Pompeii by Bastille is over, let's go.
Wait,
What?
pause. That's your
Huh?
hype up song? Man, I really want to get in the mood to do this podcast. What's my go-to song? Me personally, I shoot for Fury of the Storm by Dragon Force to really get the blood pumping. Um, Robert D'Onofrio, an intellectual, is going to shoot for Pompeii. Um,
Mine is Sound System '07.
hmm, not too shabby, Chief.
I don't know what song that is, but I
You,
laughed
Oh no, wait,
anyways.
it's Sound System '09.
Are you
Dreamscape.
referring? Oh, you're talking about Dreamscape.
Bam,
Well,
wham, wham,
I'm
wham.
listening to Dreamscape now.
Stop.
Sorry.
Because stop. I'm introducing the podcast.
No, I'm listening to it. I can't hear you. It's too
Fuck
loud.
off. It's the Frying
I
Pan
can't hear you either.
podcast.
I'm listening to Dreamscape.
Fuck off, both
I'm
of you.
feeling Dreamscape.
You're gonna...
I'm ascending.
Do you remember that purple gorilla that would
Yeah,
like
right.
corrupt computers? That'd be you if you could feel it. All right.
Oh no.
Was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a
Yes.
creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Yeah.
Insert rhyme here. This is the
The
Frying Pan
stocking were
podcast.
hung by the chimney with care in hope that Saint Nicholas soon would be there.
Um, what about Kwanzaa's? Does Kwanzaa
Bro.
have one?
I know quite literally nothing about Kwanzaa whatsoever. And I do not think you do either.
Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Frying Pan Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Jolly Holly Sear, and I'm here with my co-host.
Are we doing Christmas themed middle names?
Yeah, you can.
Robert Balls O'Holly D'Onofrio.
How lovely. And we are here with our special guest. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Benjamin built like a boulder, Riley.
Whoo!
Ooh.
That's hot. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Built like a boulder. He had some alliteration there. That was good, man.
Yeah.
He's too good for this.
We
I had
fucking
to.
suck.
I was thinking of that one literally for months.
I I heard I was gonna be on, and I opened up a Google Doc, and I had 30 nicknames just lined up, and I'm like, that one's not gonna fly. So it's gonna fucking sucks.
I had to run it through my editor.
Understandable. Yes, this is our near and dear friend Benjamin.
Well, he's not that near.
You know,
Yeah, you guys could do without me.
no, not we don't mean by that. We mean as in you're halfway across the U.S.
Yeah, he's in the deep south of
Bama,
Idaho.
Of northern Missouri.
Bama. This man's
Idaho.
down in the swamp shooting gators.
Well,
in the
I
bayous of
do
Idaho.
listen to Leonard Skinner, but sadly I do not live in Alabama.
That's a tragedy.
Huh.
How many pairs of overalls do you own, Ben?
None.
That's a
Thankfully.
How often do you have to fight off alligators?
Sadly, never.
I
have
it's,
yet to experience that.
It's funny
Jeez, and you
because
call yourself a southerner?
I don't.
I've been seeing a lot of like alligator wrangling on my Instagram. I didn't know if that was from you or what it was, but been a large influx of them.
It's been a popular fad in the edgy meme community lately.
Yeah, Jimmy, community,
Jeez.
community. But regardless, Merry Christmas, everyone. This one is going up a couple days after Christmas, but the point still stands because we're recording it like an hour and a half before Christmas. So it's almost
Speaking of Christmas, it's Christmas Eve, and I don't know if you boys have the tradition of opening a single present early.
oh no. We
No.
don't do that up here, up in the
Oh,
Northeast.
You don't do that in your uncultured northern territories.
Nope.
We don't celebrate Christmas here.
Yeah, up here in the woods, it's actually just the day Jesus died. We don't view it as anything else.
Wait, you mean the day he was born?
You tell me, Chief.
Wait.
I'm
you're
from
thinking of Easter.
I'm from northern. You're just north.
Yeah, Dan, I recently learned that you are in fact Canadian, and I did not know this factoid about you. And I've known you for like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, I'm a good Canuck. What was it?
He's not the actual Canadian. He's French Canadian.
Ooh, wait, no, that means he is actual
Yeah, that's
Canadian.
like the more
No,
Canadian.
that's the
That's
worst kind of Canadian.
That's like the pure-blooded
That's
Canadian.
the same kind of Canadian. How are you going to tell me what's the better Canadian?
Well, I'm not telling you what the better one is. I'm telling you the one I would like more, Dan.
I think that
calling
there's
you-
only one expert on Canadians here, and it is indeed our Canadian friend, Daniel J.
Excuse me,
Seeger.
have you been
Hey.
to Canada?
My mom has.
You
My mom's been to Canada, and yours hasn't.
I'll tell you what. I saw the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, and it was great.
New York side, garbage, but the Canadian side, whoo,
Fantastic.
heat. But fuck. I wish we were recording this so late because I'm actually so tired.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
that's my fault.
No, it's fine. I've literally done nothing today too because I can't go anywhere.
We couldn't do it like Wednesday either because I will probably be going to get my car on Wednesday.
Oh, you are?
Hopefully, if the stars align.
Nice.
And the DMV doesn't want to make me sit there for 4 hours.
Oh, I mean, regardless, the DMV is going to make you sit there for 10 hours because
The
it's
plan is to get there at exactly 7:45 when it opens.
AM or PM?
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time
AM.
or West Coast?
Well,
Europe?
Eastern Standard.
Okay. I'm
Eastern Standard.
just double checking for you. I just want to make sure that everything goes smoothly.
Well, I mean, I probably won't go smoothly, but I appreciate the notion.
Yeah, of course. Well, as tradition, Bobby, how was your day?
How was my day? Well, I mean, it's Christmas Eve, and I saw family. So, hit or miss. It was good. It was bad. I don't know.
I guess they never miss, huh?
Is that how it goes?
Hey Ben, you got a boyfriend?
But he doesn't kiss you.
Bet he doesn't kiss you. But regardless, Ben, how was your day?
Pretty gosh darn tootin'. I have had a
Is that a common saying down the south?
We're not. All right, that's the last South joke. It's expired.
It's beginning to hurt my feelings
Yeah,
and my soul.
I had to put in another ticket so we could get 3. That was the 3rd. It's gonna cost you a little
Damn.
extra, Bobby, if you want to
I had like 12. I had like 12 NASCAR jokes lined up.
What? Why?
All right. Well, you know, NASCAR is global, so that you can make one whenever. But regardless, Ben,
Global. They got Chinese NASCAR.
they got fucking racing everywhere. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
NASCAR and F1 are different.
Yeah, I know it's not global. It's just U.S. Well, I don't know. There's probably like a Chinese NASCAR. I bet you the the commentating for that is insane. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, how was your day, Dan?
Thank you for asking. I thought you'd never ask.
No, I wasn't planning to.
Well, okay. A little mean today, Bobby, but it's okay. We'll get over it.
No, that's not what I meant. I
No.
just knew you would tell me about it anyways.
Yeah. Well, I
Because
didn't.
that's mission.
Well, I was really hoping that my Christmas presents for my family would come in today. Lo and behold, 27th is the date. Fun fact, that's also the day I should be getting my car back. Fun fact on top of that fun fact, I was supposed to get my car back 3 weeks ago.
So the real question is will your presents now come 3 weeks later?
You know, if history repeats itself, yeah. My parents are going to get presents in the middle of January or like early February.
You know what they
Valentine's
say,
Day
Dan?
presents.
We study history so as not to repeat it.
That was good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. There he
Really?
is. There he is.
Really happy
That's probably
for
the
you, Ben.
most intellectual thing I've said in my life.
Well, get ready, Banks. We're gonna get a little deep on this episode. It's a little different from what we normally do. We're not really nothing really
How deep?
interesting. Not too deep, but pretty deep.
Like where Ben lives type of deep or
Whoo! You just keep coming with them, baby.
Sorry, I cut in line for that one. Sorry.
It's all right. I mean, there wasn't really any
Okay,
like
then.
interesting topics this week besides Christmas, so I figured we'd do a little bit of an origin story with a few unique perspectives. Something like that.
Is that the premise? Is that the premise?
It's kind of the starter. I feel
All right.
we're just kind of evolved from that.
It's kind of like the recap episode of a TV show.
Yeah. So I think if there's one man to start us off who was there in the beginning, it would be my near and dear friend, Robert. What was your middle name again? I'm sorry.
Hobo Johnson.
Hobo Johnson.
No,
Hobo
it was
Johnson.
it was Boffs of Holly.
Oh, Balls of
Balls of
Holly.
Holly.
Yes.
Balls
Yeah. I gave away my next week. Shit.
Ben is coming for your fucking spot right now, Bobby. You might have to step it up.
I'm gonna slap your shit, Bobby.
Hey,
Get
I
ready.
can never be replaced. The people only listen for me.
This is true. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
numerous comments to say, "Can we just get a Bobby only podcast?" And I'm like, "Well,
Yeah, exactly.
you can go ahead and make one." But
And
anyways,
then, you know,
Bobby,
my
I'm all
response
over those
is
comments.
my resp- my response is always the same. I could never imagine doing this without my near and dear friend Daniel Jace here.
oh,
I forgot your middle name, so I had to fill it in with the J.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand. But anyways,
Mhm.
Bobby, care to fill us in on the how it all
I
began?
almost feel like I've already done this on episode 0.
Well, episode 0 isn't available anywhere except for YouTube. So.
Okay. I've never done this before.
All right, buddy. Whenever you want to take it away, I'm all
All
ears.
right.
I hope to
So
learn a
the
few
origin
things.
of the frying pan, folks. Let me tell you where it started.
That's like, you know,
Picture young
Okay.
me, because I know you can picture me young. Take it 4th grade, if you will.
it's like a
Wow.
bear
And
cub.
at that point, me and a great guy named Nathaniel
Hey.
Did you have a beard
both
back in 4th
realized.
grade?
Yeah, actually, I had it when I came out.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
No, thank
So
you.
me and him hit it
Yeah.
off. We're good friends. We're like, wait, you know what a computer is? I know what a computer game is. And we're not talking about coolmathgames.com. A friendship was born. And then
Beautiful.
some way, somewhere, another person slipped their way in. Another person slipped their way in. And another. And another. That was the first version of Frying Pan. The 1.0, the rough draft.
The prototype.
Yes.
How
So
many-
we're at the end of 5th grade
Okay.
at this point.
How many people?
All right.
How many people were you? How many
We
people
would say
deep?
5 strong.
5 strong.
5 strong.
Okay.
All right, 4 if you want to be technical.
Okay. A little straggler.
All right. And then middle school happens. Bang, boom, 2 more key members find their way in. My near and dear closest friend, that's name starts with the letter T, Tyler, comes in. Believe it or not, at first he was ostracized from the group, and now he's a key member. One of the last founding fathers.
Why was he ostracized?
Because he was weird and we were middle school children, so we were assholes.
Oh, that's true.
Wait
When
a
you're-
second. Who
when-
are we talking about again?
Tyler.
Tyler.
Oh, wait, Tyler was an outcast?
You sound surprised.
I'll go into that more.
No, I take it back.
Well, see, at the risk of making myself look bad, I borderline bullied him into becoming a better person. Now he is who he is now.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. If weird in middle school, it just doesn't work. It's not a match
yeah,
made
that's
in
true.
heaven.
Oh no, not at all. People are relentless in middle school, heartless little fuckers.
Oh my God. Let me tell I don't know if how it was for you in middle school, but there were so many fights, and then when I got to high school, there were none. I was really upset about that. I was hoping that would carry over, but it really never did.
Yeah, I wish kids just kept socking each other in the mouth.
Dude, people
Anyways,
just throw hands.
sorry, 8th grade. Another person joins the group. We're around 7 or 8 strong. Strong. The
How's-
Frying Pan full form.
How strong?
The first official group. We're talking like besties, bro. We're talking as close as middle to high school friends can be at 8th to 9th grade without it being like a childhood friend.
Are we talking like The Rock strong? Or are we talking like Thor strong?
We're
I'm not-
talking flex tape strong.
Wait a
Woo!
second. Which one is more powerful in that scenario, Thor or The
Well,
Rock?
all right, I'm not talking Thor
They're
like
actually one and the same.
I'm not talking like Chris Hemsworth Thor. I'm talking like the Iceland Thor, like the mountain.
Shit.
Interesting.
Isn't his last name, doesn't it also
It's
include
like
Thor?
Bjornsson or Bjorg. I think it's just Bjorg. Sorry, continue,
mountain?
Robert.
The mountain.
The mountain.
The mountain. So, anyways, full form comes in. 9th, 10th grade hit. People start slipping out. The group is losing bonds left and right.
Oh,
We start talking less and less. We're doing our own thing. Tyler moves away and temporarily
no.
slips out of the group.
oh no.
In comes a man that will be on later in our episodes. Jordan, aka Spice Lord
Oh
himself,
my goodness.
Jordan Spice
finds
Lord
his
is
way
Oh, sorry.
and starts talking to a man named Nathaniel.
The most powerful man alive, Jordan Thurston.
Jordan Spice Lord is a
Now-
prolific YouTuber. Go sub to him on Spice Lord JJ on YouTube.com.
All right, so at this point, we're probably in 10th grade. One of our key members that's been there from the beginning starts to slip. Now, this is hard because we're talking one of the original four, man. One of the people that have always been there, never slipped. Starts slipping, man. It's heartbreaking. Ultimately, what happened is it got to a point where, as a group, we had to decide, man, we'd love to be friends with you, but you got to sort your shit first, You're starting to negatively affect the people around you. And, well, he didn't take it that way. He burned some bridges. Basically irrecoverable. It's sad. We won't focus on that. But this is the key point where that man, Jordan, solidifies his position as a key person in the group. This is the beginning of the frying pan
Official
golden
2.0?
age.
Golden Age?
2.0?
2.0? I would say 2.0.
It's the golden age because this is where we start transitioning to the 2.0.
A quick question to intervene. You
Go
don't
for
have
it.
to. You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. But do you think this friend was worth saving, looking back on it, or do you think it's for the better that it happened the way it did?
I believe it's for the better. He's doing well now, and I don't think he could have done that with us.
Understandable. Please
So-
continue.
Spice Lord JJ, Jordan Thurston, is now a key member. It is official. And with him, brung a tide that would bring in one of my closest friends to date. He may be one of my newest, but still a great guy, Daniel Sear.
It's me. Hey, do you hear the audience?
It's
They're
him.
cheering. I'm running on stage right now. Hey, can you pass me the microphone?
Golden Ages brought in two people. Dan, how does that make you feel?
Is it like an interview now?
How does it make you feel?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm very, very honored to be a part of the group that I have now. Real bunch of go-getters out there, really making a difference. I think if we band together, we can really come together.
Cure cancer.
Yeah.
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 Most definitely.
Well, maybe Thany could.
Oh, Nathaniel.
He's an engineer, not a pharmaceutical.
Yeah, no,
chemist.
it'd be Tyler.
Maybe Thany and Tyler together. If they they brain
yes,
blast each other.
Oh, like a Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Huh.
I like that.
That'd be some big brain right there.
That'd be a pretty big brain.
All right, wrapping up the story because it's running lengthy. All right, lads. So Dan comes in, slowly becoming more and more of a key member. Picture this. In comes two more people rapidly. Bang, boom. One of those people, Benjamin Riley, the man we have with us here today.
Holy moly.
Another member brings some more spice into the group. More on that at another time. And then for a long period of time, there was a quiet, where you would think that all there could be left is a period on the frying pan 2.0.
But no.
In comes another man, Alex.
God.
We've talked about
Alex
his
only.
wife.
Only his wife, not him. Just his wife.
Alex.
You just could have worded that a little better, buddy.
Hey, I'm going as I go. This isn't written down.
No, I understand. Please
Alex
continue.
comes in, and you might think this has to be the period. This man is solidifying the group at a rapid pace. It's as if it's never been done before. In comes an old flame from members of the group before. Kyle.
Goodness gracious.
He slips in as the final addition of the group. And this has to be where the period comes. This leads us up to today. This is the Frying Pan 2.0. The frying pan that brought to you this podcast, the many great YouTube videos, this friends group, the Frying Pan.
I'd clap, but I'm holding up my my mic filter.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
Fell off.
That's understandable. That was very well spoken, Bobby. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
It takes a big man to do things like that. Now I got a few questions for you.
Hey man, shoot.
Do you think where your friends group stands now is better than when it did at its peak in the past?
Well, you see, it goes in different. It's hard to say because as a group we're able to do more mature things that we couldn't do back then. So we don't know how that group would react in the scenarios. I would say both were perfect for each point in my life that I was at.
I can get behind that. Are there any current members now that you wish were there back in the past?
Oh, man, Yes, actually. I wish Jeremy was there from minute one.
You think so?
Jeremy is a friend that we picked up during high school, another one of the key members. I say key members, we're all key members.
There's no protagonist, it's kind of a...
No, see, I say him just because it would have been very convenient to play WoW with him back in the golden days when the game was fun.
Rest in peace.
That's when our first group that's what held us together, was our common love for games, and one of those happened to be WoW.
Yeah. Rest in peace until next expansion, I guess.
Yeah, game's dead. It's bad. Move on. Division.
Didn't Jeremy's mom used to play WoW too? Like, she got him into it.
Yeah, she still does.
Yeah, actually, she's a gamer. He's very lucky.
Yeah, she's very into it.
All right.
So
that's the story of the Frying Pan so far.
Yeah, an official telling of the story. But and now I'm gonna ask my near and dear friend Benjamin Riley on how See, the thing is, we all, went to the same high school and middle school, so that's how we knew each other. But our near and dear friend Benjamin here, we only know from, through the interwebs, an e-friend, but now a best friend.
Thank you, Dan.
Of course, Ben. And I just want to get your perspective on how you managed to find yourself in this wacky situation.
Okay, so, you and me were basically part of a sort of a subgroup before we merged into the Frying Pan. What are we gonna call that for the time being? What are we gonna call that old former group pre-Frying Pan?
Well, the Discord is Meme Land, but I don't really want it to be known as Meme Land because that's just dumb.
But we were a thing far before Discord.
How about the Boulder Brigade?
The Boulder Brigade, I like that.
Skype Boys? I don't know.
Skype Boys.
Whichever you prefer. You can refer to it however you want.
I'm not gonna lie. I prefer Skype Boys.
Yeah, we can do
Skype
Boys.
Just because Bobby likes Skype Boys, I kind of want to do Boulder Brigade. But because I am a guest, I will respect your wishes and go with Skype Boys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Guests use the off-brand controller.
Anyways, Benjamin,
Dude, you know I play worse when I use the off-brand controller.
You know the control stick is sticky, but you just keep giving it to me.
Well, then you should have brought your own controller, man. Sorry.
You're fucking right. All right, Benjamin, lay it on me.
Okay. When Robert refers to a flame from the past, that flame being Kyle, there's a reason for that. So the first member of this group that I came into contact with was actually Kyle. And this is eventually going to branch into another topic that I think we're planned to talk about in a little bit after I finish this little story. But so essentially, I believe it was 6th grade. So yeah, I want to say I was in 6th grade. And I was in my Minecraft phase. Specifically modded Minecraft. Pixelmon specifically.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Shut up. The Pokemon mod for Minecraft. And I was a moderator on a server. And there was a specific boy on that server, went by the name of Kyle Reed, who was an admin. And one day, I just happened to log in, and see, Kyle will tell this story differently, but this is how it actually went. I had not talked to him. I'd never talked to Kyle before, maybe just like a passing comment, but it was in like the server's Skype group. A couple of them were saying, yo, we should play League of Legends. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I downloaded it. And I load into
that's when you first succumb to diseases.
Oh, that was my downfall. So I load into a custom game with Kyle and his friend Brayden, who at the time had both just hit level 30, which is basically like, was at the time the max level you could be. And so I then got addicted to League, and we slowly stopped playing Minecraft in favor of League of Legends.
I like that better.
And then, yeah, fast forward roughly a year. I have now also hit max level. I have gotten ranked. Not a good rank. I thought it was godlike at the time. I believe I was silver, which for our group was fantastic because I was the first one to get silver. But then Kyle was like,
odd flex, but okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Brayden like phased out at some point before this.
Yeah.
Sometime during that like year and a half. I think it was like about a half a year in, he kind of just like stopped getting on. But about a year and a half after I start playing League of Legends, Kyle gets on one day and says, "Hey, I'm gonna bring some boys from one of my classes in to play League. You're gonna help me teach them how to play." And I was like, okay. So on come a young Daniel J. Sear and Jordan Thurston, fresh into the League of Legends scene, never played a game in their lives. They download it. We load into a game, and I build a troll build and carry the game. And it was from that point on that they thought I was gods at the game, or that they thought I was a god at the game.
Yep.
Until they realized that I was dog shit and that they were infinitely better than me.
This is the truth. Yeah.
They have both since surpassed my rank by a significant amount, with Dan going on to be in the top 1% of all players. But
yeah, baby.
I just like to toot his horn.
Thank you. It's the only accomplishment I have.
I trained that man how to play, so I like to at least take some credit for it.
As long as I can make you proud.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Dan.
Thank you, Dad. Really appreciate it.
All right. So that's a story I haven't gotten fully to appreciate. Now I've heard it.
Yeah.
But that's actually that's not it, obviously. But
yeah, no, that's not it. But yeah, I don't think I've told you this
great.
in its entirety.
But so I'm hearing part of our own origin story. So this is great.
That's why I brought Banks. I wanted a unique,
riveting storytelling.
Indeed. Do continue.
But yeah, so League of Legends, about, I want to say, a year of the mini group. So me, Kyle, Dan, Jordan, which we'll refer to as the Skype boys. About a year of this goes on when we get into a fight. Particularly a fight between Jordan and Kyle. Me and Dan have always been neutral in this, but
this is where the flame took hand.
It was a flame war between Kyle and Jordan, and honestly, at this point, I don't even remember nor fucking care what it was about.
Oh,
it was probably something stupid. Would you like to take over?
Yeah, dude. Because I remember it because it was over. That's the best part about all of it is it was over a fucking game of League.
You're shitting me.
No, because we'd also play with Jordan's cousin Nico. Nico's also part of the frying pan. He's a good guy, but Kyle, because like Nico wasn't very good because he came he came in later, so like Kyle would make fun of him a lot and like put him down, and Jordan's like, stop making fun of my cousin, and Kyle's he's a great guy, but he's a very like strong-headed person, so he's not going to back down from something. And one day they just went at it a little too hard, and they didn't talk for almost 2 years.
But so it was at this point that the Skype boys kind of split off into their own little sects, you know? Yeah, like it was basically me and Dan versus the world for a couple months.
Yeah, this is where Jordan starts to like officially split over to you guys, where it wasn't part-time with us, part-time with you, it was full-time with you kind of deal.
Yeah, it was literally like Jordan and Kyle both completely went their separate ways, and me and Dan were just sitting there like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And so our initial thought process was like, well, we'll give them time to cool off. But then a couple, like 4 or 5 months later of it literally just being me and Dan, we were like, hey, dude, I don't think they're coming back.
Yeah, it was
like... So it's by this point that Jordan has become one with the frying pan. And I would still talk to him every once in a while. And I think I even popped into your server a couple times.
Yes.
Yeah, I popped in every once in a while. I think mainly for Rust, when Jordan tried to get me into Rust, because he hit me up one day and he was like, yo, dude, you want to play Rust? I'll buy it for you. And I was like, okay. And so I came into your Discord, and then I was like, yo, Dan, I've been talking to Jordan lately. So we'd play a couple League games with Jordan. And then Kyle went dark for an exceptionally long period of time.
I mean, like that was a really bad time for me because I had to like split my time between my friends, and that's a very shitty thing. I don't know if you've had that. You kind of have like two groups of friends that either like don't like each other or they just don't know each other. So it's just kind of like you have to split your time, and you want to. What?
I don't want to say anything, but what you the picture that you drew up the other day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we won't get into it, but yeah, that sucked. Because, like, I was still talking to Jordan. I'd play League games with him, and I was, like, still good friends with Kyle. I'd hang out with him. We'd talk a lot.
Yeah, the thing was, you were more so IRL friends with Kyle, and you'd still go do things with Kyle. But, like...
Yeah, it was more, like, friends with Jordan.
Yeah. And I kind of, because I didn't really have that connection either, I kind of was just like, oh, well, I don't see Kyle in real life, so I don't play games with him. And with Jordan, it was like, oh, well, I just talk to Jordan every once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, you and me have, like, been in constant contact for the past 5 years, which is really weird to me.
Yeah, there has never been a single, like, break point. I think the biggest fight we have gotten into... Have we...
We haven't had, like, a falling out fight. Like, we've had, like, a disagreement where it lasted, like, a day or two, and then we were like, hey, man, might be, or whatever. But we never had, like, a... 5-month hiatus.
But yeah, so it's around this point. I want to say that it was around the Rust era when Jordan tried to get me into Rust, where I was like, yo, we should bring this shit back together.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to like say I was the catalyst for it, but it was definitely the around that time where I started talking to Jordan again, and then we started becoming active in the frying pan.
Yeah. Well, because that another interesting about that point was like, I think Jordan thought that I was like entirely on Kyle's side with like the whole like separation. Definitely. So we never.
You made it sound like a divorce.
I know, right? Like he's getting custody of my kid.
No. I would always talk to Jordan, and he would always say stuff about how like he was worried about talking to you because he was afraid that you hated him because you still like hung out with Kyle IRL.
Yeah,
and he thought that Kyle hated him too.
Well, that was the thing. Is like I thought Jordan hated me, so it was just one of those scenarios. And the the funniest thing was we were at like we didn't plan to be there, like both of us there, but we just ended up at like a little league rec championship game for basketball, and like we saw each other, and I was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And then he like kind of like was taken back, and he was like, "Wait, you don't hate me?" And like we just kind of like dabbed each other up, and I'm like, "No man, I miss you." And he was like, "Oh shit, dude, I thought you hated me this whole time." It was so wholesome, and like I don't know, I was really upset about it because I don't know, Jordan's a really good friend of mine, and I didn't want to like. I never meant to have like a rift with him.
Reconcile.
Yeah, like because like everyone's on the court and everything, and we see each other, and we're like just cautiously, just hey man.
Yeah, Jordan's thing was always like he was worried that you hated him, and the same went for you. And so I would always try and tell him, I was like, dude, no one like hates you, but he was like, no man, I have to hear it from them.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you didn't want to talk to him either because you were worried that he hated you.
Yeah, it was.
And I tried my best to middleman it, but I didn't do a good enough job.
No, being the middleman fucking sucks for anything, man. I understand. But I don't know. Was there anything else? I can't remember. Or does that just lead us up to where we are now?
That just leads us into now, and then another recent development when I started talking to Kyle again and brought Kyle back in.
Oh no, that was weird. Because it was like because you had me and Kyle, like we were all playing something where it was just like us three wanted to talk, and then it was stealing me away from the other
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it was No Man's Sky, so it was stealing me away from the other Discord. So Jordan was just like, fuck it, we'll just bring everyone here.
Wait, that was a me.
That was you? That was you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I heard it from Jordan. But yeah, and it was weird because like him and Kyle didn't talk for like 2 years, and they just like awkwardly made up. They
made up without ever saying anything.
Yeah, it was just so subtle, and I was like, you guys are gonna have like, I don't know if they talked in private, but like it just kind of like happened.
The thing is like Jordan's asked before when you first started splitting your time between the Discords, like, should we get Kyle in here? And at first I was like, nah, probably not. You know, because I was expecting like it's just to cause another issue right away.
Yeah.
Just because at that point, like the only time someone's brought up Kyle was negative unless it was you. So finally, after talking to him and realizing like, all right, he's pretty chill. This guy's a good guy. I was like, yo, how you feel about Kyle? And then Jordan's just like basically gave an answer alluding to the fact that he was completely neutral. He wasn't harboring anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet, and sent that invite over.
Yeah. And it, I mean, in reality is like, I don't even think they remembered what they argued about. So I think it was just kind of like, whatever. Because it was a fucking league game.
2 years is a lot to hold on to a league game.
Yeah, some people do, but
Yeah.
well,
I mean, it happened in like high school, so
that's true. Anything else, Ben? Are we all
I think
caught up now?
that's present day. As long as I don't know much about the introduction of Alex Oni. Actually, if you want to fill me in on that.
Oh, I got you.
He kind of from my perspective, he kind of just showed up one day, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Should I give like my origin story and then lead into Alex? Or
Go for it.
no.
no?
No, yeah, we don't want to hear your story. It's probably boring.
Well, okay. Sorry, guys. Might be.
No.
Well,
You must stay hidden, Dan.
all
They
right.
can't know your real name.
You thought it was Dan, and you thought his name was Robert. You've been hoodwinked since day one.
Yeah,
Joke's
my
on you.
name's Dan and his name's Robert.
Get fucked. But
My name's Peter Parker.
it's pizza time. But alright. Anyways.
It's funny because
Yeah, go
Ben
for it.
Reilly is actually a clone of Spider-Man.
Oh my god, you're fucking right.
Yeah, there's actually a Marvel character named Ben Reilly, and he's a clone of Spider-Man, and he becomes Spider-Man.
I know that because if you Google Ben Reilly, it comes up.
Yeah,
That's the only way.
people
I know.
always Google my name, and they're like, "What the fuck? Why are you a Spider-Man character?"
And then you're just like, I don't know, and you like tuck your arms behind your back so your web shooters don't show. But
And he's like
Keep
very
the
like
fucking-
like he just alludes like, I don't know, have you guys ever seen Spider-Man and me in the same room? You know,
Yes.
hey, I could be that guy. I really could be that. And he's like pulling away his collar to expose like the latex or the spandex suit under him a little bit.
Pizza is falling out of my pockets. The
Yeah.
Spider-Man mask is on the floor in front of me.
yeah,
Like
but-
you literally have the Spider-Man theme as your ringtone.
yeah, like he wants people to know, but he's trying to be like shittily subtle about it.
Yeah, like it's no big deal.
Yeah. Oh, remember the supervillain that tried to destroy Missouri and Spider-Man's so cool when he saved the day. Yeah. Wonder who.
Yeah, I love that guy.
All right. I think
Hey, on the DL, you guys need to stop talking about this.
okay, sorry.
You got it. Sorry, sir.
What's back to what I was originally saying. Flashback to we'll shoot back to like 6th, 7th grade. I remember I had my group of friends, and it was an entirely different group of friends where everybody wanted to go out and do stuff. Like a lot of, except they were fucking weird. Like they were like, I don't know. Okay, you might not understand, but like they had like the idea of like white people fun, where it's like almost killing yourself to have a good time. Like, hey, let's rock climb with nothing.
I feel kind of attacked for you calling that white people fun, and I feel like that's horribly racist. And I just want to let you know that.
Horribly? Oh, we're not. No, we're not. We're not getting.
I'm
into
saying
this.
that as a white.
not
I'm
getting
sorry,
it.
I can't go forward with
I was
this. I don't
gonna
give a shit.
I was
I
gonna
can't.
say, but like they were like just weird shit, and I'm like, it's fun every once in a while, but I don't want to be fucking climbing mountains every weekend.
Oh, like, hey, let's go mountain biking off, freaking in.
Yeah, off the
Grand
Himalayas. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're good. Hey, let's go deep sea fishing in shark infested water, and I'm like, oh, sure.
You guys want to go bonsai skydiving? I know a guy.
Yeah, right. But the weird part is like I was fat at this time, so I don't know how I was keeping up, but I was. But
You were fat at the time.
yeah, I was chunky. I was like 210. I think my max was 210.
Now you're just a freaking hunk of muscle.
Debatable. Just try.
Actually looks like the thing from Fantastic Four.
Just looks like the thing, like the horror movie thing. But
Oh,
not really. But regardless,
I love how you have to say not really. Like people are like, oh, that's
Yeah.
what he looks like.
well, like Ben is Spider-Man. I mean, sorry.
shut up, dude! Shut up!
My bad, my
It's
bad.
supposed to be a secret.
My bad. But I don't remember how that group had a falling out, but it was really sad because like I was really close. Like I told a lot of them things that I still haven't told like people in our group. But
Like what?
And they're telling everybody behind your back.
yeah, right. That's what I think. I don't think about it now, but
Dan, they knew where you hid the body.
shut up. But Yeah, we had a falling out, and I don't really talk to any of them anymore. One of them is like technically my brother, not by blood,
I'm
but just
sorry.
like I've known them since I was like 2, so I consider them my brother, and his dad is my
Oh,
godfather. So just
all
kind of
right.
that
That
situation.
okay. That gave me that gave me a little bit of a start there. I was like,
Yes,
excuse me, you
yeah,
have a brother?
him brother. But
It's like,
I'll,
what else have you told me? Are you cheating on me too?
but like I'll check up with him from time to time, just like happy birthday, and if like something happens, I'll talk to him then. But faded out from that, and at that point, I didn't really have a lot of friends. I had 2 friends that I was really close with, but that was about it. So it's kind of lonely. And then I remember one day, uh, I think, oh no, now we're all right, yeah, like fast forward. That went on for like a few years. Fast forward to 10th grade now, or 10th or ninth, I can't remember. I take a digital arts class, and my near and dear friend Kyle is sitting a few seats over, and I don't know how he got into the topic of like video games, but I don't know, back then he was like a very like extroverted person, and he'd always try and like strike a conversation with people that he wanted to. So I don't know how we got on the topic, but he was like, "Yo, you play computer games?" I'm like, "No, not really. I've been wanting to though." And he's like, "Yo, you should get on tonight. I'll show you how to play League of Legends." And I was just like, I didn't know what the fuck League was, and I was like, "All right, cool." And I remember his Skype name was Yo1234 whatever.
Yo12140. I still remember it.
Yeah, it was. I hated it. I hated it with a passion, and I tell him every single time I called him.
It's still his name on like everything.
I know.
We're doxing him.
I know. I hate it. But regardless, we get into a game, we get into Skype, we hit it off. It's a cute little date. And then we just continuously start playing for years. And it was like a few days after, because Jordan was also in that class, and you were actually in that class, Bobby.
I was, but this is before. This was the faded touch that happened before I even knew you were an individual that I would spend time with.
Yeah, you didn't like me back then.
No, I did not at all, actually. And for the most part, same with Jordan. So yeah,
I thought you were about to say, and for the most part, I still don't.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, but he didn't come through.
Hey, you told me I was being a little heated.
I'm sorry. Thank you for being nice to me. But
yeah, don't ever expect it again.
I understand. Understandable. Have a nice
nice
day.
day.
But so me and Kyle are playing League, and then eventually, because Jordan was into CS at the time, and he was getting tired of it, and he's like, "I need a new game," and Kyle was like, "League of Legends, baby." So we get Jordan into it, and then Jordan becomes a really close friend as well. And then one day, leading into your timeline, Ben, Kyle's like, "I'm gonna get my friend Ben in," and then Ben doesn't say anything. But let me tell you, the only, one time Ben would talk is if he wasn't doing good in League, he'd let you know.
Shut up. We're not doing this.
You're past this phase.
Yeah, little did you know.
I've grown out of
It's
this
the same.
phase, but that doesn't mean I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Little does he know he still does it for every game he plays. It's just he doesn't play League now.
Yeah.
So I don't do it as badly.
This is true. Yeah, it was really bad. He was like kicking and screaming almost.
Dude, I would go Super Saiyan anytime I died in League.
It was like me with Modern Warfare 2. If
the controller breaker.
bringing the controller, I'd scream into the pillow to muffle it so that my dad wouldn't come down and fucking, "What the fuck you doing?"
Bro, you
Why'd
have to
make him sound
remember,
like a
I
pro
was,
wrestler.
"What's going on down here, brother?"
dude, I was literally in 8th grade at that time.
Oh yeah, but you're gonna have to tone that down on the big old shoot 'em ups. Was that good?
The
Not
end
gonna lie,
was.
I kind of couldn't figure out what to say because I was woefully surprised.
I can edit it out.
No, I think you should leave that in.
All right, but
I this should go up uncut.
I can't do that. I'm sorry. But all right,
The whole thing. You need. If that's not in, I'm gonna be very sad.
I'll leave it in
If
for
this
you.
one isn't an extra edition double length podcast, I'm crying myself to sleep on Thursday.
We're going for another 2 hours. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're gonna try and make it into Christmas, and we actually only
Hey,
got like 40 more
you know-
minutes.
Can I say a side note real quick?
Of course.
You know those like Perel dispensers that you put your hand under and they're automatic?
Entirely unrelated, but yes. Just hit me.
They're on sale on Amazon for $9, and you can get them with Prime.
Hmm.
They're
What are we
originally
talking
40.
Are
So
you talking about like the soap dispensers?
You know those automatic Perel dispensers that you see in like hospitals and shit all around?
Why would you need that?
I don't think it comes with the mounting for it either, so
It does.
Oh, it does?
It does.
Fuck it, buy it. $9?
What? No,
$10?
Dan.
Easy. No.
Why would you need that?
You don't.
What would you do with that?
They're $9 and you get it with Prime. And I kind of want to get one.
Just to say you have one?
Well, yeah.
I
know that.
But how do you flex that? How do you flex that?
Well, see, the key part is Amazon emailed me the offer.
Oh.
So they thought that is something I would enjoy.
Yeah, you know what else they've showed you is a great deal before, Bobby? Giant black dildos, because you've clicked on a link to look at one before as a joke.
No, but the best part is it wouldn't even like he clicked on a link for it specifically. He probably clicked on a link for like a dog chew toy, and Google or Amazon's like, "Hey, peep this," and just send him that shit.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny anything.
All right. All allegations, nothing's confirmed. But
speaking of,
no. Back
to Daniel Sears, now the proud owner.
Oh yeah.
Let's not.
No,
let's not.
We can.
I do not want to talk about how that got into play.
All right. Well,
no.
Long story short, I'm not giving specifics. Long story short, we did a white elephant. Let's just say somebody went a little bit above and beyond, and I am the proud owner of something that I will have no use for, nor would I ever want. And we're going to leave it at that.
It's a suction cup dildo.
Stop. I'm editing it. My mom listens to these.
Oh, wait. You're right. So does my mom, now that I think about it.
Shout out my mom. Love you, Mom.
Love you, Dan's mom. Hey, my mom, if you're listening, I also love you, but...
Love you, Bobby's mom.
Dan's mom gets the focus here.
All right.
Hey, my mom.
We're done being sidetracked. Back to topic.
My
mom's pretty cool too.
But does she listen to the Frying Pan podcast?
I can tell her to.
You should.
You should. We need one more viewer to our 259,000 would be fantastic.
We're trying to start an army here, Ben, and we just need all the help we can get.
Essentially, I want to have
the 9-year-old army.
Ben,
what would ours be?
The intellectual army.
Yeah,
I think because if you're listening to our podcast, your brain is probably 1,400 cubic centimeters, the biggest brain of them all.
Probably true. Well, I mean, our demographic age is like 16 to 29, I think, was the numbers. Could have been a little
Shouts to our viewers in Sweden, by the way. We know you're there.
I know you're here. We'll do a whole Swedish podcast one of these days.
Can you speak Swedish?
No, it'll just be a really shitty Google Translate, and you'll probably just get offended. So, maybe not. But, okay. Regardless, timeline shifts. Now I'm on Ben's timeline. He's in the group now. And I don't think I ever had an opinion about Ben. I thought you were gonna be one of those people where I talked to like 3 times and I never talked to again. But thankfully, you stuck around for the last 5 years. So
my main strategy is literally just to I don't stop showing up until I'm told to go away.
I respect that.
Sometimes I don't.
That's a good strat. That's a good way to get a job, to be honest.
Yeah.
But all right. Regardless, we no comeuppances for a while. We play League for like a couple years, yada yada, and then it breaks off, and I'm caught in the middle with Ben, but me more so than Ben because I can still see both these people, and Ben can't. So, yeah.
Who's to say I couldn't just buy a plane ticket? And
you said you would every summer.
I have said I would do this every single year since I've known Kyle.
Yep, and you haven't.
I have been given permission because I'm 18 now.
Oh, this is the year.
Hopefully.
Ben, if you need a place to, if you do, you can have a place to stay on my couch. I'm guaranteeing that right now.
Dude, I would take you up on that offer, but it's probably not even going to be this year because I'm going to wait until I have a real job so that I can actually save up money. Because
you'd come here for like a month. You could come here for a month. You probably need a visa considering how far you are.
Stop!
It's like
I love it, but
it's like a 14-hour car ride.
14-hour, 14-day, Ben. It's hard to. You can't really convince me.
Yeah.
Is there any car ride that you can take that would actually take 14 days straight?
I mean, but the thing is, it's gonna take 14 days for you because you gotta stop and let the horses graze and rest. You know.
What are you talking?
Stop. He's not like a pre-modern. He's not like a fucking like 1800s.
Wait, you're telling me we're not talking to him through a cup?
A cup and a string?
That's normally how we record.
Are you telling me that this guy's voice
Bobby.
isn't? Are you telling me that this guy's voice isn't a paid actor and he's just translating smoke rings that Ben's sending?
I am not doing this anymore.
If I was a paid actor, I would be a really, really shitty paid actor.
This is true.
Well,
but
the $250,000 isn't cutting it. We can't afford it.
All right, you're cut.
All right. Damn, sorry, folks. It's nice being your co-host on the Frying Pan Podcast.
I'm keeping the down payment, by the way.
Understandable. You're allowed to.
Hey,
fine. Can I get back to my story?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You were still trying to talk?
A little bit, just for a little bit longer, if you don't mind. Do I have your blessing?
You don't have my blessing, but you do, in fact, have my ears.
Okay, cool. I'm caught in the middle, and it was a really sad time for me because I miss Jordan, and I didn't know how to win him back. It was a really sad relationship moment. But me and Kyle are still cool.
This is a bro moment.
Yep, we hung out a lot, and then like I said, me and Jordan meet up, hug it out, and then we're like, cool. And he says, "Hey, dude, you want to play or you want to meet the boys?" Or I don't remember the exact message, but this is when I was transitioning from Skype to Discord, and that's the pivotal moment in my life, I think, is ditching Skype for Discord. But he sends me an invite. I join in, and it was weird for me at first because everybody was in, and we were playing Overwatch. And
yeah.
And I wasn't very good, so I got flamed a lot. So I was like,
by a specific person, mind you.
By a specific person. So
not me.
Yeah. So I was like, oh well, I'll just come back ever so often. I'm not gonna be there that often. And now I'm there almost every day.
Dude, Overwatch was our first introduction to the Frying Pan. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it was during the Overwatch beta, and I exclusively played D.Va, and I was a god at D.Va. And Tyler exclusively played Pharah, and he was a god at Pharah.
Mm-hmm.
And I exclusively didn't play the game, so I didn't get that experience with you guys.
Well, you were healer for a while. You did a lot.
Well, okay.
When they needed you, to be honest,
they weren't ready for my power to come on.
I understand completely, but
they didn't. They weren't ready to play with a pro, and they were just little babies themselves.
But yeah. So I migrate in. Bobby doesn't care for me to start, and then we meet on a common ground, and then we start to be friends. Jeremy, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know Jeremy was a human being prior, and we were just okay. Now we're good friends. Tyler, I went to elementary school with, and I would laugh with on the bus when the older kids would say something funny, and so we had a prior bond, like a baby one, but we knew each other, and then yeah, and that led us to here.
Let's to hear. That was a great story, Dan.
Thank you. I don't even think I got to tell it because we had so many interruptions. But
wow, I'm sorry.
Hey, speaking of interruptions, you mentioned pivotal moment there, and I think that kind of blends into another topic that you were filling me in on. We were going to be talking about.
He's doing this segue.
Honestly,
I like this.
Honestly, Ben, you can honestly be the permanent third host on this if you want, because you are just doing a great fucking job right now.
Dude,
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to take this up later, Dan. I don't think you should be giving away that right now.
Okay,
I would be.
You'll always have a chair.
Yeah. The Frying Pan podcast does not fully accept Benjamin Riley at this point.
We will discuss paperwork afterwards, but I think you're doing a great job. But yes, see, this whole topic sprung out because me and Ben, we were playing Monster Hunter at like 2 a.m, like a couple weeks ago, and I don't know, Ben was getting philosophical with himself, and he was just like, "Damn, bro, if this didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am right now." I don't know if you were high, but
I was not.
It was kind of something you'd say if you were. Not speculating, but I'm just saying.
Never been high whilst talking to you. I may seem like it because
nope, there's one time.
I am insane.
There's one time, but we won't get into it.
He's a liar already, folks.
Indeed, can't trust him.
I knew he wasn't a good fit.
But the main thing was we were talking about the butterfly effect that led to where we are now. And
all right, in that case, because I'm completely ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't Ben, since you were the guest here, yeah? Why don't you tell us what the butterfly effect is? Give us a little brief synopsis, a paragraph or less.
Or less? Can't I do or more?
Nope. It's a challenge round for you, buddy.
Hold on really quick.
I believe that the name of the butterfly effect comes from the fact that it is essentially a concept that any singular event at all can potentially branch out into an infinite number of alternate universes. And the reason for it being the butterfly effect is that it would look like the point would be the body of a butterfly and the alternate universes would be the wings as it spreads out far and away from the central point.
Interesting. Very key visual.
I always like that visual. I always think it's very what's the word I want to use?
But yeah, so like the theory is essentially that like
insightful.
And I'm going to use my scenario as an example here. Had I never logged on to Minecraft on that one specific day that Kyle had been looking for someone else to play League of Legends with, I wouldn't be here right now. I would have likely never become a PC gamer. Well, to the extent that I am now.
Gamer.
I would likely have never found my favorite game series, which is Monster Hunter. And I would likely be an entirely different person. Solely because I decided on that one day of that like month span of going, or no, it was probably like a year-long span of just going hard on Minecraft. That one day that I decided to log on at that exact time, my entire life was completely changed by it.
It's very
interesting.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Ben.
Yes.
Do you think it would be like? How do you think your life would shape out regardless? Do you think you would just be like more social, or are you very?
I think I would be
person?
Extremely less social. I feel like I would be much worse off without you guys.
Are you?
I don't want to get. I don't want to get sappy. I feel like shut up. I hate you guys. I feel like I would be a much worse person than I am already overall. If I had not had to deal with you guys.
God, wouldn't have been great.
Yeah, I think you'd be a less tolerant person. I think is the major key in that.
Oh yeah, definitely. On the bright side, though, that did all happen, and we got Benjamin frickin' Riley here with us, man.
See, I've never even met Ben face to face, and I would say he's one of my nearest and dearest friends.
I've seen him in real life. To be honest, kind of looks like a giraffe.
See, the pictures I see of Ben, I two things come to mind. I think giraffe, or I think who's Superman? What's his name? Henry Cavill? That's the guy.
Clark Kent.
You guys really like making fun of how thick my neck is.
Bro, literally, Bobby's just frying the shit out of you.
Wait a minute.
You've been making fun of Missouri this whole episode.
Frying?
Yeah, see what I did there? Real good.
My attack on Missouri is not related to Ben.
But like this whole meme started with Alex when Alex saw the first picture of me, and he was like, "Dude, your neck is fucking huge." And ever since, like, I do have like a disproportionately large neck and shoulder area because I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and my go-to move.
Yeah, look at you.
My go-to move was a cross choke.
The neck slam.
Mainly used. You're not my friend anymore, Bobby.
All right, Butterfly Effect starts here, folks. All right, thank you for tuning into the Frying Pan Podcast. That was my ex-friend Ben Riley.
Gosh, but what?
That's one of the wings, baby.
Well, I take it the move is like kind of choke him out with the shoulder, or like
no, it's like you basically it's all about back muscles and like pulling back.
Oh, okay.
So like, I can't think of what the exercise is called.
Neck lunges.
Push up.
No.
Crunches.
The opposite. The opposite. Both. You could do it with a Bowflex.
Planking.
Stanking. Ranking.
Hold on. Up. What's his name? Steven?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, our stats team, Steven? Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I need him to look
Yo,
up.
Steven, someone's asking about you, bro.
Steven, you're pretty fucking popular, dude. Yeah, can you get on that for him?
Yeah. He said I'll text you the details. In the meantime, you're talking. Yeah, Ben does martial arts, by the way, guys. So don't mess with him. He's like the protector of Missouri.
So does my dad. So my dad could beat up your dad.
Oh.
You wanna?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. If anyone's dad's beating up anyone's dads in our group, it's Bobby's. Bobby's dad, I think, could beat the shit out of your dad, Ben.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yes, I'm positive.
Is Bobby's dad like a behemoth class monster?
I'm pretty sure, Bobby, your dad is behemoth. I'm pretty sure. Didn't they model him?
He's basically the equivalent of a bear, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't mean to like flex on you or anything, but my dad used to work at Microsoft.
I love it.
Get my Xbox banned.
No, you better bet.
You better get a red ring of death, dummy. But all right. Anyways, moving past your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu move, we'll come back to it.
Or not.
I'll text you at 3 a.m.
Yeah, you text me.
You gets it.
I love you, Ben. Let me tell you, I love you. Anyways, Ben, keep going.
You're setting the bar too high.
Honestly. We can't have anyone else on. It's kind of shitty, actually.
Yeah. So going back.
Wait, did you just trip over your setup?
Bobby fucking dies.
I told you I was taking the reins. I just had to put my fist through my table.
I had to. Yeah.
Yeah, I may have accidentally like kind of used my desk as like a punching thing. Lo and behold, it bounced. So
understandable.
I'm sure I'll have to clean up later. Irrelevant right now.
It's all right.
The butterfly effect.
Benjamin, keep going.
The little interactions that influence things in a greater way than you might have thought.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like even more important this one's much more important subject than I'm not going to say anything more about that. But so this one is overall more important. Think about it like this. If, for instance, Adolf Hitler had been accepted to an art school, chances are he never would have become the Supreme Chancellor of Germany.
See, I've heard this
he never would have.
A lot.
Exactly, and then the Holocaust, World War II, never would have happened because he was living his happy life.
Than World War II happened. The Frying Pan Podcast.
Exactly.
But in regards to the butterfly effect, do you think it kind of revolves around the idea of like everything happens for a reason?
Oh God.
I'm not saying like related to the Holocaust.
No, I know.
It was just poor timing. But I'm saying regardless.
I see.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you think it's like this needed to happen for this to happen, and something good will come out of it because this happened? You know what I'm saying?
See, can I give my little, because mine's quick on this?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't believe in that because I think everything is all about chance, and I think that's what the butterfly effect is about, chance.
You think?
Because like Ben said, if he wasn't there on that exact day at that exact time, he wouldn't be here today.
See, okay. I want to both agree and disagree. I want to take a middle standpoint on this one.
You're allowed.
Oh, we got a fence sitter, folks.
In that, I think that not only is it up to chance, but that it also happens for a reason. Not necessarily that it will be a good outcome, but that things happen in a certain way because certain things have to happen.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying like all the time it's going to lead to a good thing, but I feel like a lot of, like, I don't know, my philosophy on life is like things happen for a reason, so they'll add up to something better, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big serious.
Bobby, why did you say?
Please keep professional. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'd prefer full attention here, please. But
yeah,
I don't know. It all just comes down to perspective. I don't think there's a wrong answer in the way you interpret it by any means.
I guess that's true.
Like I definitely understand like life is about chance, but I view it through my eyes, but I can also see it through yours.
So Dan, what do you think is a small thing that happened that led to a big thing in your life from your past? What do you think? Do you have any ideas in your head that jump right out?
A lot of them are really sad. And
all right, moving on.
Yeah, I don't want to get into them, but I'm trying to think like friend-wise. Like if I never took a digital arts class, I never would have met Kyle, and I never would have delved into here.
That's a good one.
If I never said to you that, hey, I've watched an anime or two, you wouldn't have had any form of appreciation.
Contact whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have found any common ground to be friends with me about. And if I never went out to pick you up that day to go to the movies, then I don't think we would have been as close friends as we are.
Huh. I agree with that.
I agree wholeheartedly. Do you ever think of that? Because I've had like thoughts of that sometimes. I'm like, what if I just said no? Like, what if all these times like where I've gone out to pick you up, I was just like, nope, can't do it.
Well, I wouldn't have gone, obviously.
No, I know, but like,
I don't think we would have gone as close at all. I don't think you would be the host here.
Yeah, like a lot of our like close knit, like under wraps conversations happen on our car rides, which I cherish.
Right.
And now that you're getting a car, we're moving past the era.
I thought it was canonically confirmed that Bobby is still not going to be driving himself anywhere.
Oh, you're right. See, I'll be driving to Dan's house for then him to drive me around.
Yeah, so
but you see, he gets the added bonus though of not having to drive me home, but just drive home in general.
So kind of bad move on you because you're gonna be paying a good amount for gas, but regardless.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah, money isn't everything.
Well, it is, because it buys my happiness.
Oh, didn't we have that? Yeah, I was gonna say we had that topic, right?
We did.
What do you think about that, Ben? Do you think money can buy happiness?
Yeah, little sidebar action. I'm sure you've listened to the episode.
I have. See, I stand that. See, I'm glad that we're going back to former topics because as I listen, I'm like, damn, I want to.
You want to
say something about that, and because I talk to you guys on a daily basis, I will be in the car on the way home from work, listening, and then I'm like, I get ready to say something, and I'm like, wait, shit, I'm alone in my car.
I like that.
Yeah, so this is like a cathartic experience for me, being able to actually give my opinion on a former topic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it can't, but it can certainly aid the path towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the middle ground. I'm the no, and Bobby's the yes. I like that.
I do as well. Good answer, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Any other topics you wanna dive back to?
Is there anything that you wanna call back to off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head? Shit,
this is not planned out whatsoever, this little segment.
Yeah, we're just going
and I love it. It's natural.
Yeah. I just want to hear what you have to say, Ben, because I always want to hear what you have to say.
And we have to let our 388 million people listening also hear your thoughts.
I think you're skewing the number a little bit, but I could be definitely wrong.
No, I think you are.
Let me think back to some former topics.
Yeah, dude, take your time. Me and Bobby are just gonna ramble a little bit here. Hey, Bobby, guess what's happening in 10 minutes from now?
10 minutes from now, just no.
It'll be Christmas.
I'm not going to the clock.
It'll be Christmas.
Damn it, man, I was gonna guess.
What else do you think it would have been?
Well, see, I don't know. You could have been like my Stromboli's ready in 10 minutes.
Dude, I actually have like no food in my house at the moment.
Yes, starve.
Yeah,
you want me to DoorDash you some food, Dan?
Do you want it tomorrow? Tomorrow night? Actually, I don't, because okay, I don't know if it's like this for every apartment complex, but DoorDash cannot find where my fucking apartment is. They show up like nowhere near me, and they're like, yeah, I'm right outside. And I'm like, okay. So I walk outside, and me being the introverted, no confrontational person I am, I'm like, I'm not gonna call him back. I'll just go back inside, have this motherfucker find it himself, because I'm an idiot. But okay, that's my DoorDash rant. That's my TED Talk.
Okay, that is the perfect amount of time.
Oh, good.
Okay, so a bit more of a topical one that I wanted to go back to. And by topical, I mean more kind of controversial.
Okay.
So the Tumblr banning of porn.
Oh, that was recent.
I knew porn was
that was a recent one.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. The whole time that you guys were talking about it, I wanted to say something about it because I knew that I had a solo conversation with Dan about this one, and I had forgotten if you recorded it before or after I had that talk with Dan. But I kept expecting some of the stuff that I said come up. Very self-centered of me, I know. But
not really.
I was like, damn, are they going to talk about the stuff that I said? But so basically, it is speculated that the real reason that Tumblr banned porn wasn't like, oh, just out of the blue, some executive was like, shit, guys, we have porn on our website. It was more,
but I'm sorry, I really like that image in my head better, though.
That it is hilarious. But I am of the belief that it's actually due to, God, I can't remember what the law is called. There has been recently, I want to say this year, there was 2 bills in the United States that were passed by I want to say the executive branch.
The big boys?
Yeah, the big boys. Donnie himself.
The big
Don.
The big kahuna.
The big Donnie.
Shaka Khan.
What did I
Big
sign?
Donnie, as in not in reference to our Big Donnie, but the big Donnie.
I was gonna say, I don't think I was in Washington recently.
I love that you referred to Bobby as our Big Donnie.
Yes, the SESTA FOSTA bills.
Okay.
Basically, what they are is it's the Stop Enabling Sex Traffickers Act.
Okay.
And the intention of it.
Oh, is it to just like not give like sex trafficking and like sex working like a platform, more or less?
Yes. So the function behind the bill was essentially to make it to where terrible sites like Backpage.com, which I don't know if you've ever heard about it, but I know.
Yeah, I heard of it.
In one of my classes, we watched like a documentary about it. And basically what this site does is they know for a fact 100% that child trafficking happens off of their site, and they do nothing to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Because it makes them a shitload of money.
I think
and there have been Supreme Court cases that have basically been able to do nothing because of a standing law. But the thing is, that standing law is very important for the general internet, but the assholes that run Backpage are abusing it.
Okay. I think the main reason we didn't dive into it is because we weren't that knowledgeable on it, so we didn't want to like say something and get it wrong.
No,
Yeah, this is
Granted, like we should have done our research on it, but I didn't. I think it was also we didn't want to dive that too much into it.
Yeah, we didn't. Well, I mean, we didn't. We knew there it was probably like a dark avenue, but we wanted to keep it light.
Yeah.
So
But
essentially,
we're already
what
deep.
will be happening with this bill, or I believe it is already starting to take effect, is you've heard of like the whole Article 13 over in Europe, like the Article 13 controversy,
Yeah.
where Article 13 is a bad thing, essentially,
Oh yeah.
where
If you want to
it will basically, the whole thing is everyone has been freaking out about Article 13 because it will make websites responsible for anything that a user uploads to it, meaning that if a user goes and uploads like child porn, for example, the website is now responsible for that, meaning that they either have to extremely vet every single post that goes through, like human look at every single post that goes through, or just basically shut down and just completely ban all content. So they have three options. They can either take any and all lawsuits that come their way by people that are just trolling and want to post some fucked up shit, or the people that were going to post that fucked up shit anyways, or they can impossibly hire enough employees to manually vet every single post, but still allow the stuff that's legal, or they can just completely ban any and all content in any way, shape, or form related to any part of the topic at all, or they can just completely shut down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they go with the route of like getting a bunch of people, I guess that would create a lot of jobs, but I don't think too many people would want to jump on the bandwagon of looking at child porn for a living and getting it off the site. Personally,
yeah, that doesn't sound too sustainable to me.
Yeah. Oh, honey, what do you do for a living? Well,
Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
But so functionally, the SESTA-FOSTA laws are the same thing, and no one has been talking about them. Like, in function, they are nearly the exact same thing, just worded differently. Because SESTA-FOSTA will do the same thing, whereas it will make any and all websites responsible for user uploaded content, meaning that, you know how I believe there's some statistic out there, right, where YouTube, I think it has like 1 billion hours of content uploaded every hour or some crazy shit like that. Basically, it would make it to where YouTube has to watch, someone at YouTube will have to watch all of it to make sure there's nothing illegal in it.
You know, on the bright side of that, I imagine a lot of the creators on YouTube would actually prefer that, but it doesn't really seem humanly possible.
Well, yeah, because then
the
they
avenue
can't get
that places like
demonetized.
YouTube are taking, though, is because the actions are taken against the site, that they're just going to be, okay, well, YouTube's now not available in Europe because they don't want to take on the risk.
Yeah.
That's what they've done. But then the same thing is about to happen in America, and no one even knows about it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably just hasn't really become too relevant yet, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm just surprised because the whole FCC thing, what was it, last year or the year before? How big that got as quickly as it got, and then no one's talking about this one when I think it would arguably affect the internet significantly more.
Well, I feel like we're in such a shaken time right now that people really have too many things to learn about.
Well, yeah, you also got to realize that the majority of Americans try to avoid problems until the last possible moment to where it becomes a serious problem.
I am one of those Americans.
I know. I mean, because it's like until it affects them directly, no one's gonna care, and then they're gonna try and start a revolution of get this get this shit away from me, or so help me, so help me.
So help me.
But that's just the nature of people. Is nobody wants confrontation until it's actually at their doorstep.
Exactly. No one wants to believe it's a problem until it actually affects them as a problem.
Yeah. Which, like, in that scenario, that's how we were because we don't understand the magnitude of it. So
essentially.
Yeah. Because, like, the majority, like, if you say you didn't, like, explain all this to us, we wouldn't really know.
Yeah, so
because this is something that you have to search for. Is the worst part.
Functionally, where most people would think this would affect is just porn. But the thing is, it affects so much more than that because it affects any and all websites
where you
that
can, like,
allow user-generated content.
Yeah, and it sucks because a lot of the time sites shouldn't be held accountable for it. Like, I understand how it is
in other
like
in other cases,
can't, like,
they absolutely should be, like Backpage.com, for example.
Yeah.
Known traffic known enablers of child sex traffickers. But
well, you also got to, like, this isn't like 100% guaranteed, but, like, I'm just speculating. Well, I do know for a fact that, like, human trafficking is like $1 billion quote unquote business that is going on every day.
It is.
Well, actually, on that subject, did you know that Ashton Kutcher has single-handedly helped that industry so much? No, fuck. Let me read it. Help stop that industry.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for the clarification.
There you go.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
But
so I thought that was just cool. Little piece to add in because
he's
put his acting career on, not on hold, but he's slowed down its train just to.
Yeah, no, dude, he is like huge into getting all that terrible shit shut down.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's just gonna be. It's really hard to do, but any bit helps.
Yeah, exactly. He's I think been a hand in like over 6,000. He's been a hand in helping over 6,000 children.
Oh wow!
I believe.
Not too shabby, Ashton. Keep it up.
Hey, Ashton,
if you want to come on the podcast. He's going for my spot.
I was gonna say Ben is dead ass trying to steal your spot right now, Bobby.
I'm on top of it. You got to stay on your toes when I'm around, Bobby.
Like I said, dude, there's always a third chair. But all right, back to the main topic of butterflying and
butterfly effect.
Yeah, I did. Oh, actually, Ben, is there anything else you want to
call back on?
There's like some oddly specific things that I wanted to just like interject, like about the Elon Musk flamethrower. I remember you guys were talking about that one. I know how it works, and you guys were like, "Yeah, how is that legal?" And I wanted to explain how it was legal, but I think I already did a couple months ago off podcast.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, little things. It's all good. People probably Googled it anyways. I know we did.
It's worth a Google.
Yeah, keep.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah, keep on your toes. But
keep on your toes because your neighbor might have a flamethrower.
Hey, see this flamethrower 10? You're like, oh, well, I gotta move.
Well, actually, it's technically not a flamethrower.
Hey, you shut your fucking.
It's a flame
cast.
It's a glorified fucking blowtorch.
Yeah. Bobby's like, Bobby's dumbfounded right now. Like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, hold on. I think I explained it to Dan, but I don't think I ever actually did explain it to Bobby.
You did.
Yeah, you
did. I?
Yeah, we were both on the call.
Okay.
But all right.
Take away his opportunity to explain it.
You're done, kid. You cut off. But back to butterfly effect. Is there any moments in your life that you've seen it happen to you, Bobby, or you felt it?
That I felt the butterfly effect.
Yeah, you felt like this led to this, and you're like, cool.
That's a good question.
Do you want a moment to think? I can buy some time with Ben.
Hey, yeah, go for it.
Ben,
Do you want me to just explain the Elon Musk flamethrower now while he's thinking about it?
No, Ben.
No.
I want to talk to you about your
I want to explain the Elon Musk.
your
flamethrower.
Reddit karma you were trying to farm today, but you didn't
Oh,
farm
yeah.
You didn't farm correctly, I guess.
I was trying to till the fertile land that is Reddit. The Monster Hunter World subreddit in specifically, because I have achieved a very challenging task in soloing one of the hardest bosses in the game that many people can't even do with a group of 4.
Top 1%, baby. That's the boy right here.
I was very excited about it. Yes, indeed, people do speculate that if you can do it by yourself, you are in the top 1% of Monster Hunter players, although I don't want to overplay myself because there are people that are a lot better than me.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm the fucking best.
Yeah, I don't want to toot my horn, but I'd fuck that thing up. That behemoth is it's my
Easy.
bitch now.
Easy.
Easy
But,
as shit. It only took me like 20 tries.
Yeah, it took you a little while. But so you posted it and you're thinking like, all right, people are gonna love this shit, and it didn't happen how you wanted it to.
Yeah. Some dude complained about the weapon that I used.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, as you linked the post to me, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I read, I was like, I don't think anyone commented on it. And then someone like commented on the way you play, and I was like, so fucking nitpicky and just uncalled for. Like, go
Like,
do
if
something with your life, man.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. He is at -1 points, and I did not downvote.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I didn't actually. So
Let's just say me and my 5 Reddit accounts did.
you're fucking done, dude. Actually,
You insult my friend, you insult me.
you fuck with me, you fuck with the mob. You know what I'm saying? You catch
Well,
him
simply-
right through, Tony.
You don't simply go up to the Don's friend and insult him.
Yeah, you don't fuck with the Don.
Yeah.
I'm a little wife beater henchman you got.
Yeah.
Not that he actually
Come
beats
to
wife,
me.
but that he's wearing a wife beater,
You
yeah.
come to me and insult my friend and expect my help.
What are you doing?
Hello.
Did we buy enough time for you, Bobby, by the way?
Hey, I would like to say yes, but at the same time, no. So I'm just going to say the first answer that pops into my head right this second. Give me a countdown, Freddy.
10, 9, 8, 5,
2,
3,
1,
1.
go now. Go now.
All right, so I think that, something that was a relatively small thing was back in the origin story at the beginning. If you were listening, I was talking about how Nathaniel and I got close first. And then we had that moment of, oh, you know what a computer game is and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
See, that little small recollection didn't mean much at the time, but it kind of was like a reason to keep talking to this person, I guess. It may sound like, oh, he just found common ground. But, this is like elementary school where if you, played anything other than an Xbox or a PlayStation, you were weird. If you knew what a Wii was, you're weird.
You're still weird.
Exactly. So, it was kind of like that thing where it's just, like, oh, someone like me, because I know he had his, however he got into it, and I got into it from an older cousin, which I guess would be the root of me even becoming the frying pan would be that reason.
Mm-hmm.
The real butterfly effect started when my parents got together. Good one, Donnie. Yeah, so that's not the cliche answer.
I was gonna ask, like, unrelated to the friends group, have you had any moments where, like, looking back, it kind of bettered you as a person, like a kind of small thing?
I
blossomed
can
you?
think of things that have made me worse as a person,
Ooh.
but better.
Shoot, Chief. Shoot.
All right, so for better, I picked up my first book on my own in 4th grade. And that sparked an interest that has actually costed me a lot of money, and I do not regret a dime. That is buying books, reading them over and over, loving them. You know the drill. I like book.
Yeah, that's also something that's, like, kind of entwined with what you want to do in life, too, so...
Yeah, exactly. So, I guess just picking up that book just because the cover looked really good,
Mm-hmm.
or really interesting or edgy or whatever appealed to my 4th grader mind,
Mm-hmm.
started a trend that I've held up to this day. I've dropped, I've picked up, always went back, always enjoyed. And that's reading. You know, it's helped me. It's helped me in school. It's helped me in life. It's helped me. You know.
Did it make you gooder?
For some reason, no, because I still spell like a 5th grader, and I have the speech patterns of an 8th grader that discovered a book on philosophy.
Well, hey, think of it this way. If you, in like 20 years, you'll be where you are now. Eh?
Not to flex on you, Bobby, but on the Lexile scale, I am like 10 points below the maximum.
I do not know what that is, and nor do I care.
It's out of 1,700.
Not to flex on you or anything, Ben, but I didn't go to college.
Not to flex on you, Ben, but I'm a best-selling author under a pen name.
Fuck.
Maybe.
It's got me.
I could see that in a few years.
I wrote 50 Shades of Grey.
You know, now I'm just upset, I guess. So you literally just said I make Twilight fanfic.
That's why when we were talking about
50 Shades of Grey under a pen name?
Nope.
Nope.
Actually, I don't care enough to go into it until we release on YouTube The Frying Pan Reads 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. We just gotta
Stay tuned
convince
for
everyone. Yeah, we just gotta convince everyone to get into it.
I'm securing the rights for the book as we speak.
Nice. I'm glad you're doing stuff.
Thank you.
How about you, Ben? Any like personal things, or did you want to give a way that it a way that it was worse for you, Bobby? Give you one good, one bad. How about we do that? One good, one bad.
All right. Bad, most definitely, was discovering that, discovering that my parents didn't necessarily care if I stayed up late to play my Xbox. Because I actually probably walked through, being from 10 years old to probably like 15 on near 4 hours of sleep constantly, and it was just not healthy.
Oh, see, I have the same thing, but I just had shitty insomnia. So, not the same, but I really like that that's the one you went with. That was your go-to.
Well, see, that's the thing, because I realized, in high school, I was practically a zombie for the vast majority of the day.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, me getting up for my block one was not possible. Me getting up, possible. Me being able to function, negative.
I've had so many tardies from not attending my first class because of, Xbox, that I almost became truant.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, and my parents would be like, don't do that. And my response is, it's a study hall. I shouldn't have to go anyways.
Yeah, I feel that notion. But, all right. Thank you for your TED Talk, Bobby.
Thank you. This has been my TED Talk.
Benjamin.
Yes.
Give me a good and a bad.
Well, I've already given you a bad.
What was the bad?
Meaning you guys. No,
Wait a minute. I'm actually gonna replay that clip where you said, you guys are my favorite, just so it's on record. Anyways, buddy, hit me with it.
Okay, so that's the good. You want a bad?
I only say bad, just like something you can look back and be like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like kind of how Bobby's is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down, Chief?
Yeah, Ben.
I think Bobby's gonna go grab himself another seltzer water, so it's
I was actually just walking out of my door slightly.
Okay.
I love the range that he has.
I will say it's really a pain in the ass to edit around.
Get wrecked, idiot. Our monkey editor, Steven, has a field day.
Nope, I'm the monkey editor, Daniel fucking Sear. Yeah, basically.
We have to whip him.
Yeah, you gotta give me like 3 Cheerios.
Cacao.
Oh, okay. I have to go. I have to get on with my thing.
Oh, Merry Christmas, by the way, guys. Yeah,
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler.
Still 50 minutes remaining for me.
Oh. Well, Too bad you're stuck. It's a little bad. Nah, fuck it. Just go.
Shut up.
I can't think of
Shut
anything clever anymore.
Okay. So, this one's actually more of a personal story that I don't think you guys know.
Okay.
And since I don't think that anyone that I know is going to be listening to the podcast unless the podcast suddenly like explodes.
Out of our 370,000, you are actually the only one from Missouri, believe it or not.
Yeah. So, I don't know where to begin with this.
Hey, take it.
You can take it slow. You can do it short and sweet.
Hey,
however you want to do it. You don't have to expose yourself too much.
If you get personal, Ben, I'll get personal.
It's a very personal story for me.
All right, in that case, don't do it.
No, you
don't do it.
No, go for it, dude. And if it's too personal, I can always just edit it out.
It's a safe space.
Yeah.
Unless you're from the deep south, apparently.
I need a safe space.
This is your TED Talk, Ben. The floor is yours.
This is my TED Talk?
Yep.
Okay. So, basically, from...
Hi, monkey.
Fresh...
I wanted to say it. All right, I'm sorry, Ben. Hit me.
Go for it. You have the floor.
Okay, so from, I want to say, the beginning of my freshman year to my junior year, there was a singular, specific girl that I was very interested in.
Oh.
And she had expressed interest in me as well. Yeah.
Cue the audience. Aww.
One problem, one glaring issue.
Glaring issue.
You want me to just smash cut to the end of the story?
That's not
She's
a joke
lesbian.
that I want to make.
Oh, she's lesbian.
Wait.
Was it one of those things where she didn't find out until junior year, and that's when it got cut off?
It was one of those things where she is interested in both.
Oh, so she's bi.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, Benjamin.
Basically I had spent a little too much time focusing on winning her over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
just something regrettable.
Oh, so you feel like
this is more of just a.
Sorry.
However, there is a positive side to this story.
Okay.
I do feel like I've become a much better and more presentable and tolerant person because of it.
You invested a lot of time into something and it didn't like work out the way you wanted to, so you kind of viewed it as like, well, I just wasted a bunch of time on that. Is it like that?
Well, yeah, I just wasted a bunch of time, but like, you've seen pictures
no time
of
spent's
me.
A waste.
Sure.
You've seen pictures of me before freshman year, right?
Yeah, they're gross.
And you've seen pictures of me after sophomore year,
yeah,
right?
You're a presentable human being now.
Yes.
Basically,
what I take away from it is that at least I have, because I basically spent most of my time trying to teach myself how to
be a
become
Chad.
more presentable. Yes.
Oh, like for her
Functional.
specifically?
Yes.
Kind of thing? Yeah.
In an attempt to, so like I refused to ever do anything with my hair. Whenever I'd go to get it cut, I'd just be like, "Fuck me up, dog." Just whatever. I just wouldn't get it cut.
Whacker.
Yeah, or I just wouldn't get it cut. And it like you've seen the picture of me at Disney World, right?
Yep.
That was 6th grade. That was in 6th grade.
All right.
So starting about freshman year when I started to take interest in said person of interest was when I finally was like, I'm going to start doing something with my hair. And it took a long time to figure that out, as you can see, as you have seen from other pictures, namely the folder that Jordan has of pictures of. Namely, every picture in there is from freshman year.
Okay, you were the fucking idiot that Jordan was like, all right, hey, Ben, I need a picture of you for this project I'm working on. And you sent him a folder of 200 plus pictures for the meme.
And he used every single one of them.
Yep. But
so
anyways,
times.
Yeah, it's I would always smile weird before it, like you know how people that like, I don't want to say don't know how to smile, but like don't know the presentable way to smile, where like you show your bottom teeth too and it looks really fucking weird and forced.
Oh yeah, no.
I would always do that, and then I was like,
See, the
that
key
looks
is to
fucking
never
gross.
Yeah, never open.
You
your
have to be
mouth.
edgy. You got to be edgy.
I respect.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
smile,
The
be an
only
edgelord.
The only emotion you can have is the burning agony inside of you screaming to be let out, but can't
Exactly,
get past
bro.
your stoic cold face.
Dude, you just have to be exactly like Suzuki.
Same.
That's how you get all the
Oh,
girls.
I actually just got the reference. That took me a fat minute there.
Yeah, it took me a
see.
fat minute too.
You said Suzuki, and I'm like, is that a car brand?
Ichiro
Sus-
Suzuki?
Suzuki from Naritar.
Naridar. I don't even fucking remember.
Oh,
Naruto.
Boruto's dad?
No, Sasuke from Naruto.
Oh, rip.
Oh,
Okay.
You have to
Reference
be
is clear now.
angry and cold and distant and hate your life and hate your family and hate everything, and then girls will love you because you're edgy.
yeah. I'm trying it right now. It's not really working out that well. Just in case
Your
you want
hair-
feedback,
Dan, your hair isn't
You didn't
jet
dye it
black
black.
though.
Yeah.
it could be.
It's at the right length, but it's not jet black, and you don't wear eyeliner.
I could, and it could be.
I believe the correct term is guy liner.
Yeah.
Shit, you're
check
right.
your
I'm sorry
privilege.
I'm sorry for misgendering.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, you see, the thing is, he has worn eyeliner before when he was going through his punk rock phase.
Have you really?
me?
Yes.
No. No, I never
I
got to
have-
that point.
I have worn eyeliner once in my entire life, and that is when I was a pirate for Halloween, and I'm like, get me to look like Jack Sparrow.
Oh, that's worth.
And lo and behold, I was a fat Jack Sparrow.
I like that. But I mean, coming full circle to your topic, Ben, there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a perfect example of something happening to benefit yourself.
Turning something not so
Negative
positive
into
into
a
something.
positive.
Yeah.
The old
we're still
switcheroo.
friends. Yeah, I've finally gotten over her, and we're just normal friends now. But
That's
Yeah,
good.
it was like
It must have been hard when you found out she was lesbian, but you thought she was American.
that
Hey.
was
That was an oldie.
that was good. Just pop the fucking kid out now, fucking Bobby. Your
Pop
dad
the
jokes
kid
are
out?
already your dad jokes are already on point.
Thank you. Well, I
problem.
do have a kid, but we don't need to talk about that.
Oh yeah, we don't have to dive in.
you know
It's okay.
you know who he is, Robert D'Onofrio, father of 6.
Yep. Not that you know of.
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Shut up, Batman.
I totally didn't get unlucky and just my significant other had 6 tuplets.
Dude, could you imagine fucking like John and Kate +8, like you're John
Ew.
and she's like we're having 8, and then
I
TLC
would-
TLC calls you and you're just like fuck off.
Okay, so here's the thing. That'd be the only avenue where having 8 kids would work, because do you realize how expensive that would be? Like, I would have to be a freaking millionaire to raise those little shits.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
Like, I would need like two nannies, a house big enough, a soundproof room, and I might as well just not have been there anyways.
Yeah.
Dude, you've seen that family that has like 20 kids, right? It's like 20 and counting,
Yep.
and they're having
what?
more.
Yeah.
Dude,
no.
you haven't?
Nope,
They
I've
live in
heard
like
of
a
that.
normal-sized house.
Yeah, they got like 20 monsters just running around. Well, they have a really big yard. I know that. They
To
got
me, that
acres.
sounds like they're trying to breed an army.
Yep. Hey, man. Fuck it, right? Who else is going to defend it?
Well, I mean, that's what the husband said 20 times.
They're
Fuck it. Let's have another.
God, jeez, they need the pull-out method at least.
I don't think he knows what a condom is.
Honestly,
That
He's-
man has more children than
But-
times I've kissed a girl.
contraceptive.
honestly, understandable.
Oh,
I was there.
My friend shot the arrow straight up.
You got to take one for the team.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta
Why
do,
expose
man.
your back when you can do it for them?
But again, Benjamin, thank you for the TED Talk.
Yeah. Thank you for the TED Talk.
Floor was yours.
Floor is now mine.
Ooh, he's stealing it.
What you want, Bobby?
All right, folks. This has been the Frying Pan Podcast. We've had a guest this week. It's our first time, so we're interested to know what you thought about it. Of course, we are open to having Ben come back on, so we thank you, Ben, for your time.
Of course, brother. I am your biggest fan, so this was an experience.
Hey, we
for
appreciate
me.
it.
The only downside is that now, when I go to listen to it on Thursday on the way home from work in the car, I will already know everything that we have talked about.
It's actually not as bad as you think listening to your own podcast, because I do just to hear how dumb I sound, but it's an experience though, hearing yourself, especially when you're talking to 250,000 people.
Oh yeah,
you're really skewing these numbers. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
give or take a couple zeros.
He's underestimating a little bit.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, thank you for coming on. It is officially Christmas. We have been recording this.
It is actually it's 12:25 right now. At 12:25.
Yeah. What time did we start?
A while ago.
This recording is 2 hours and 9 minutes long.
Oh, so this is the first feature length.
Yes.
Frying Pan.
This is a big boy.
All right. Once again, folks, this has been the Frying Pan Podcast. We have social media. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. The Frying Pan Pod. Sorry, follow us there. We haven't posted yet, but we definitely will. If you have any business inquiries, please send them over to this email right here. What's that email?
Podcast.
InThePanPodcast@gmail.com.
There it is. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcast, iTunes, Podbean. Download us. Give us a rating. Give us a comment. Make sure it's nice, because as you already know, if it's mean, I'll probably look into your zip code and try and find you, but ultimately fail.
You're not 4chan, Bobby.
That's, you could probably slap that on 4chan. They'll find them for you, but...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll hire a bunch of internet gremlins to hunt you down.
I like that depiction of 4chan, just a board full of gremlins.
That's what it feels
like. Precisely. So, for the final time, this has been the Frying Pan Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I've been Robert D'Onofrio.
I've been Robert D'Onofrio.
I have sadly not been Robert D'Onofrio. I've been Daniel Sear.
I'm already Benjamin.
And we have been joined by our guest, Benjamin Riley, a friend of ours.
Benjamin, is there anything you want to shout out?
Please do. Go check out his Reddit post.
Go check out my Reddit post on the Monster Hunter subreddit.
We'll throw a link just so you can stroke his ego. Yeah, that's how you can tell Ben he did a good job. Head over there and throw him an upvote just so he can feel good for whatever.
Yeah, it would greatly do me greatly.
Yeah. Well, all right, folks. Have a happy holidays. This goes up on Thursday, so I hope your Christmas is great or swell. And if you don't celebrate, well, I just hope you're having a great end of the year. So, for the last time, this has been the Frying Pan Podcast. I'm signing off.
Goodbye.